Technology changes so quickly, right? Because we talked about shopping by phone, and then now you can shop on the internet. And the new hot thing is shopping for your mobile phone. That's the new cool thing.
I got to figure that out.
I know, you got to still do it. Well, I'm Marlo Smith. This is our expert, Darlene Cahill. And Darlene mentioned to me when we took that tiny little break, she said, Marlo, I am so excited about this Futura machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set you up for the value, and then we're all going to watch and really get excited with Darlene about this. $150 off the price because of our birthday month. This is available on 5 flexible payments, so you get it at home for $169.99. And because of our birthday, we're also going to save you. If you'll notice, it has free shipping and handling. So we call this the Singer Futura Quartet. It's a 4-in-1.
Yes.
I don't know what any of that means, so give it to me in simple kind of terms if I'm new to this.
Okay. It's an electronic sewing machine.
Okay.
1. It's a quilting machine because it has an extra large neck. 2. It's a serger type of machine because we're giving you a sew, cut, and finish off the seam foot. And it's an embroidery machine.
Oh, so it's
4 machines in one.
It's everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Embroidery, you can do quilting, you can do your traditional sewing, and then your serging.
Yes.
All in, okay.
Yes.
That's why this is so magnificent.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, for sure.
But that's just the beginning. This machine has, this came out last October, hugely popular. We had a Today Special with it. It took over 9 months to get it back in stock. And we have 125 new built-in designs. This has a larger hoop. I can't wait to show you all the feet that come with the machine. I mean, it is jam-packed and loaded, but what makes this different? I mean, literally head and shoulders above the rest of the Futura line. They really took a quantum leap when they produced this machine because not only does the hoop larger, but they added multi-hooping, which means now you can make designs huge. You can make designs that are literally 11 inches in width by 20 inches in length. And I'm going to show you how that navigational system works, and that you'll be able to line up your hooping so that you can continue a design and pick up and have everything lined up beautifully. And that's one of the biggest questions I get about how to do the embroidery. It also has an independent bobbin winding motor. So in just a moment, when we start embroidering, I'm going to show you how you can wind a bobbin while the machine is stitching. You don't have to discombobulate everything. Isn't that great?
I mean, you've got my attention. I want to let you know at home that you're going to pay more than double. Because in retail, we've got a retail price on this of almost $2,000 for this machine. So you'll pay more than double in stores. So the benefit is that you do save the $150 here. You get it at home for $169.99. We have 200 of these machines available for the entire country.
Oh, wow.
So it took us 9 months to get just 200 machines. If you'd like one, then don't hesitate at all, okay? What are you going to show us first?
I'm sorry. Is that $849?
Yes.
Okay, it's never been that low. It's never been that low.
Yeah.
And free shipping?
And free shipping.
Okay.
I know.
Scoop, scoop. All right, I want to show you the screen, and I have it preset now with the 4. I already advanced it to this point so that I could explain to you how to move forward from this point so you would have an understanding. I get a lot of questions about this. Now, it's going to take you on a step-by-step set hoop alignment, point A. So let's go over to the machine now, and I'm going to show you how you set your point alignments, and then we're going to start sewing. So point A is right here on the machine, and what you do is you make sure it's lined up with your X and Y axis. Before you start, you make lines, and I have them. I use disappearing ink, and some of it has been already dissolved, but I can still see a trace of it. So you make sure it's where you want it, and then on the front panel here, you press OK. And as I press OK, watch, it'll advance to the next spot, and now it'll go to the cross point, where those two X and Y cross, and you put your needle where you want it, and you go okay. Now, if you don't want to go okay, if you say, ooh, I need to ooch it to the right or the left or down or up, at this point, you would do that. You'd use your navigational buttons to move it around. But I already had said it earlier to be exactly, in the interest of time, where we needed it to be. And then the third point is on the other end of the X or Y axis, and you say, okay, then it will position itself to begin sewing. And as it does, it will line up exactly with the other design that you stitched previous to it. So I will stitch, and I have to send the block over. Hold on, sorry. So I sent the block. There it goes, and green is go. Now, did you see how I pushed a red button and, of course, nothing happened? So usually when something's not quite going right, it's the user. So So then you recheck everything. Oh, I forgot to send the design over. No wonder it won't work. It can't read my mind, has to know what to do. Stitch a little, clip it off, and let it rip. Hold it. I wanted to show you something special today. I'll show you on the next color. Remind me to show you on the next color. Will you remember that, Marlo?
I will.
Okay. Now, while that's stitching, I would like to show you something else. I want to show you that this is a fully functioning, operating sewing machine that's electronic. It's a standalone machine. You don't need your computer to run this as an as a sewing machine, as a quilting machine, or as a serge type of machine. You can use this as an electronic machine the way that it is, and all you have to do is push the button until the little red dot is on the stitch that you want. It's very much like the electronic machine that you saw earlier, and we find the stitch that we want and then simply stitch it. Now there are 14 needle positions. Right now I have on the walking foot one of the extra bonus feet, and there are so many because I'm putting multiple layers together here, and I have speed control on, so it's stitching very slowly. You might want to stitch slow when you start. You might want to make sure you can see everything, but I don't think that's going to be a problem because you have a light right here in the middle, you have a light to the right of the needle, and a light to the left of the needle. 3 LED lights, and you'll be able to see everything. So I'm going to speed up, and you will too as you gain confidence. And you're using that walking foot to put multiple layers together for all of your quilting needs. Now, previous to this, I went ahead and did some pin tuck gridding with a twin needle and tucking foot. Notice the top drop and sew bobbin. Notice this is an accessory storage case. It's been completely redesigned. This Futura doesn't look like any of the others. This is brand new to the family of Futura sewing machines. And here you see, well, I'll show you the results. Whoop, here we go. And you see that earlier was the grid, just now was the stitching that looks like a wave. So you can make different things with that. I'm going to show you what I ended up making out of that particular thing.
I love this machine.
I know, isn't that fantastic?
It's on the embroidery, and it just once you set it up, you just walk away. It does everything on its own.
Speaking of walking away, we've got to show you the feet and the package. Would you start showing the package while I change the thread?
Sure. Let me just show you. So over here, included, you get a new extra large embroidery field. This, by the way, is almost 6.3 inches, and then it's 6 by 10. So you can see all the embroidery and how large it is and how gorgeous that turns out. Then you get, over here at the very top, there's this new snap-on square hoop. And this is almost a 4x4 or almost a 5x5.
It's a 4x4.
4x4.
And the other one is a 6x10.
And then you get over here at the very top, you get your large and your small screwdriver. There's a thread spool net. You get a long one, and then you get a short one. There's a screwdriver for your needle plate. You get your bobbins, several of them. You get the buttonhole opener brush, the spool pin. There's the DVD, your basic software DVD.
And if I may just interject, you will install the software into your own personal computer.
Okay.
And then we'll give you the USB cable to hook up to your personal computer to turn your machine into an embroidery machine. Yeah, it will transform your machine.
Which is great. I'm glad you explained that, too, because a lot of people probably go, how do I do that, you know?
Right. And then you've got your extra spool pins, your buttonhole foot, zipper foot, satin stitch, button attachment, blind hem, embroidery presser foot. You're seeing that work right now. You have your scissors and a package of needles. And this is what you'll get wherever you pick up the Futura Quartet.
Okay.
But here at HSN, we always give you the extra.
All right, so let's look at our extras.
And today's no exception. A package of twin needles, a package of wing needles. It includes a spring needle.
I've never heard of a spring needle.
Well, it gives you that extra bounce. For the free motion work when you're doing free motion. A gathering foot, rolled hem, invisible zipper foot. This is that sew and serge attachment that you can put on for sewing, cutting, and finishing off a seam. A darning and embroidery foot, open toe, even feed. You watch that walking foot work right now. You have the pin tucking foot. That was those little teeny tiny tucks I was telling you about from the pillow. The 1/4 inch foot, cording, and a roller foot for all your plastics and leathers. We're giving you the options DVD. What are on this software that would cost over $700 if purchased separately. Yes, we're giving you Photo Stitch, so you can stitch out photographs. We're giving you Auto Punch, which means you can stitch out clip art, JPEGs, bitmaps, things of that nature.
Sure.
And Hyperfont, which means any font on your Windows program in your computer. It's compatible with Windows up to Windows 7, I believe, Vista, 32-bit, 64-bit. We have all those patches available, so you will find your compatibility.
Go, Darlene. That was very good. I want to show you the if purchased separately. We only have 7 minutes remaining in the presentation, just a little over 200 of these left for the entire month. So the sewing machine itself costs $999.99. So it's $1,000, a penny shy of $1,000. Now, our entire price is $849.95. Darlene has said to me this is the lowest price she's ever offered this. We do include all of that software. The software alone that Darlene mentioned that's going to allow you to be able to do all those neat things. I love the photograph stitch.
I do too. I want to
$300 value just for that software. It's included. Oh. Then we give you the Hyperfont software. That would cost you another $200. That's $500 already in just software. The Photo Stitch software is another $200. So that's, what, 4 and 3. Now you're at $700. And so that's almost the cost of the whole machine. And then, of course, you get all of the other extras. So it's
crazy.
It's a almost $2,000 package. You're going to pay more than double in stores. And today you get with free shipping and handling at the best price. And it's only during the birthday month and only for the next 200 of you that place your orders on this.
And check it out. You'll be able to make large photos that you can stitch out and suitable for framing, for gift-giving opportunities, or just to have as a family heirloom. You can stitch it into a quilt, a scrapbook, or whatever. You can make your own logos. And just to put things in perspective, the other Futuras are fabulous machines. Congratulations to anyone who has one. But if you went to make a logo of a single letter, you would end up with a stitched image this size. This is what the other Futura was capable of. But with the multi-hooping capability and the built-in navigational system that allows you to pick up where you left off, holy cow. And the 64 square inch well, they're not square, actually. The 64 inches of being able to stitch in the new hoops allows you to make huge...
That's like night and day.
Oh, my gosh. It's amazing. I mean, talk about a quantum leap.
This, I think, is so cute and so hot.
Well, you know what? I like the multi-dimensional look. And I started with that You-Do silk screening and then added with embellishments.
Isn't that adorable?
With the embroidery machine. And then I just hot glued some rhinestones on afterwards, my little glamour gems. But check it out. You can embroider and
That's so cute to make for your friends or for your niece.
Just have some fun. But look at what we multi-hooped here. I think Janine did this from Singer, one of the consultants. Is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this is heirloom quality linens.
What about crafters that are out there? Crafters, you're going to love this as well. You can see what we've done here.
Yeah, and I want to make one point really clear, and that is you can 14 different file formats it will interpret. You can use design discs. You can get designs from the internet. You can use the 125 designs that are built into the machine. You can use designs from any number of sources, including DVD design discs that you purchase. If you purchase a design disc, such as this one, this is one of many on a disc, you can then go 4 ways with it and have everything line up perfectly. So now you're making beautiful medallions and borders or whatever it is that you want to do. Or you can take one design from a disc and just blow it up big enough to use 4 hoopings, and then it all just matches. So if you want a giant butterfly on the back of your T-shirt or a top, you can do that too. Lots of options, but this is one of my favorite things. Let me introduce you to my little dog. Her name's Roxy. I call her Melon Lip. To stitch out these family moments in time, incorporate them into a family heirloom pillow with some of the built-in designs, and then all the functionality of the sewing machine, trimming it out, making the ruched piping, adding that to the edge. I mean, you can really come up with some things that might be passed on to the next generation. Whether you're recycling an old I had an old trench coat, leather.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, it was damaged on some spots, but I thought, gee, I'd like to harvest that leather.
You are brilliant.
Make a purse. You have a jacket. You want to make a jacket. You're inspired by Desigual, like I am, and you want to put pieces together, but you want to look as nice from the back as you did from the front. Look, that is a 2-hooping. So you don't have to always do 4-hoop. You can also do 2 hoops.
And Darlene,
so, versatility
we have
plus.
3 minutes remaining, and you did ask me to remind you about the thread, so I want to make certain that you get a chance to see that at home.
Oh, yes, thank you. Okay, I want to show you how easy this is to thread and to wind the bobbin while it's stitching. So I'm going to go ahead, and it's Swift Smart Threading. This is the only embroidery machine in our entire lineup that has the Swift Smart Threading. So instead of going down, up, down, this is a Singer-only patented way of delivering the thread, and it simply goes down, and then with the automatic needle threader, it's through the eye of the needle, no strain, no pain. I love that. And then I'm going to loosen that tension just a tad, and green is go, so we'll start stitching again. Once it's stitched a few, we'll cut that off. Now, while that is stitching, check out the top of the machine over here. I want to show you winding a bobbin. So that's stitching, and we're just going to open the field a little bit so you can see. Here, I have a second spool and a spool pin. I've got that thread going down that way, and I've got this thread going around this way because look, the bobbin is winding. It's winding by itself. I've had to do nothing. I don't have to stop, take off the hoop, discombobulate everything. And here's another thing. The other Futura has the screw-on hoops, and those are okay, but these are slide-on hoops. And you don't have to worry about lining them up perfectly anymore. I mean, talk about an upgrade.
Yeah.
This is like the Rolls Royce of this. Oh, and for the price, are you kidding me?
I know. Unfortunately, we really don't have a lot. After today's show, after this airing, we'll have fewer than 200 of these. We'll have a little over 100 remaining. So we do have just such small quantities. Great value, a unique way of shopping by, taking advantage.